we can start the session recording. And since we didn't have a proper introduction to Citrine, I'll go ahead and provide one now. It's a bit long, but hopefully it should suffice to explain, the sort of general vibe of the city and also recap, how we've gotten here so far, since we've had a bit of a break. So, as we bring it back into the session, we open in Citrine. The city is surrounded by 300-foot walls made up of massive brown stone bricks. Smaller bricks of the same variety make up the buildings of the area you're in, creating an architectural unity across the andesite streets of the city. And these buildings are organized into zones centered around a central market that's active for 2 out of the 7 days of the week, depending on zone. So within the zones, the days vary on when the central market is open, and then the other 5 days are back to regular shops, being the main place to buy things. Another thing that's become more apparent as you state here is that while the basic building type used in the sprawling Sterling Market district of Citrine is nearly homogeneous throughout, they do tend to differentiate themselves through the individualistic style or personality of the merchant running them, and through this time period, or they also vary based on the time period or iteration of building design when they were built. As such, the proportions of the building materials used, the style of roof used, the scale of building itself, or the introduction of lightweight familiar card white walls lining the interior as opposed to using smaller cuts of the same stone type used for the exterior. Additionally, each zone contains a railway station, allowing citizens of the city to efficiently connect to any other zone of the city, barring stations blocked off by the recent disaster. These covered wooden carts, painted according to which stations they service, sit on steel gantries that connect each cart and interface with the track. This is pulled by a frontal unit powered by an immolation crystal and controlled by an arcane engineer who that ensures proper operation of these tramways. Fare for these railways cost 1 gold piece when entering a station in the Golden District, 1 silver piece entering a station in the Sterling Market, and 5 copper pieces when entering a station in either the Copper or Dirt districts. It does not cost to transfer carts at any station in the Sterling Market or Golden District. However, there is a transfer cost of 1 copper piece in the Copper and Dirt districts. Additionally, the streets themselves are organized into a complex network of footways encouraging travel by foot through most of the city, while designated cartways are used for the transportation of goods. And another thing you've noticed through your time here are citizens transporting themselves on strange metal-framed devices called bicycles. 2 more paragraphs to go. Over the couple days you stayed here, the initial unrest of the earthquake has begun settling, thanks in part to your fellow party member, Liam. Can I point in the right direction? Over down that way. Liam has been devoting his time to helping out those impacted by the disaster, and has started coming back at night, covered in various dust and debris. This is, of course, in contrast to the other 2 party members, who have decided to, shall we say, distribute their wealth in other ways, having won some and lost others at the Pearl Necklace Casino in the Copper District. A district characterized by its smaller, simpler buildings, relying on lumber and tile for their architecture, and various green spaces kept up by the more hopeful citizens of the zone. Finally, we pick up as you all exit Quake's Hattery, the Jasperites having just picked up their coincidentally matching hats with and Liam. Finn, the guard and impromptu rescue squad leader, has informed you of the areas his team will be searching, and you're welcome to join them whenever you should find the time to do so, but you're not required to show up to any specific search. And he's informed you of his goings-on for at least the next 3 days, or at least the planned goings-on. And that is where we bring in the session back in the Sterling Market. Can I get the right music? There we go. Welcome back to this campaign after a bit of a break. So as soon as you exit the shop, you cast Sending, George.
And I would like to contact Gregor.
All right. What do you want to say?
Let's see. Hello, Gregor. It is George. Just wanted to check in on you and see where you were. We are in Citrine, so meet with us.
Perfect.
All right. After a few seconds for that Sending to make its way to Gregor, you hear back. Oh, hey, George. I'm all packed up and on the road to Nambul. I hear the city's been through some troubles, but...
Does he like automatically let the person is?
Yeah, he automatically knows who the person is. But I should be arriving there by the evening. And that's all.
All right, fellas. Gregor's on his way. Yeah. He's approaching Nambul. Should be there at the end of today. So that's excellent.
That's great. It's been a minute since we've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Say the coronation. It's a couple days. Is it Friday this week? Should we?
Yes.
Should we like check out the area if we're gonna help out Mayor Ima?
That would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, since we still have a couple days out, we can get to work, and then of course we can head over to the. Well, I'm going to head over to the casino.
You know, I think I might just join you.
Out of character, I think I've made more money gambling than I have playing my instrument.
Out of character, I've lost a lot of money.
All right. So where are you headed?
Does anyone know where the coronation's going to happen?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
Would we have been told that, and would we remember that?
It was, let's see, about like 36 hours ago when you were told. So
Okay, probably. Remember.
It would be at the, if I recall, it is the Temple of the Progenitor in, no, that's a different location. It is at the Terrace of Ages in the Golden District.
Probably gonna do.
What was that?
Morgan said something.
I think you said something again. Oh no. It might make more sense just to be from your phone, at least for the audio, Morgan. And then use the your mom's laptop for D&D Beyond management and stuff.
I'm so pumped for Gregor.
I'm so glad that you remembered. Because
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to get the thing out of the laptop port, but it's not coming out.
Well, maybe during the break, you can use one of your sister's sewing needles to like pick it out. It's not gonna like short anything. Oh, there you go.
You can't see it because it's dark in there.
Oh, there's something in there.
There's like a bead or something.
Huh.
I have my phone. Am I upside down? Can't
No, it
tell.
automatically flips.
Did it? Okay. It's just upside down to me.
Or maybe we're upside down and then.
There.
Yeah.
That works. I lost the needle.
And you can also see yourself in the frame down there.
Yeah, I can see it now. And it was upside down in the frame, that's why I was concerned.
All right. So you've contacted Gregor. Gregor's on his way. And you know that the coronation will be on the Friday at the Terrace of Ages in the Golden District.
So yeah, it would probably be a good idea, like you said, for us to just go check out the area a little bit, get familiar with it.
Yeah. So let's get on the transits, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I
Have
think
you guys
what
I've
would
got
seen
these.
those rolling chairs that they use here?
I noticed a few of those. A very interesting device.
I've never seen anything like that in Jasper, that's for sure.
I can say for sure I've never seen anything like that. Technology these days.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that is on the map, but it looks like sewage in the water.
It's mud and dirt, so pretty much.
Why is it in the water?
Is that the collapsed
So
tunnel?
the channel
Oh, no,
here, the canal, was blocked by the landslides.
Okay. Yeah.
And when you were coming into the city here, what you noticed is that stationed along the length of this channel here, there were city sorcerers that were blasting the ever-loving daylights out of the mud here with fireballs to try and clear out the channel.
Don't they know there's a create water spell?
Well, they have to clear the dirt before they can have the water
Yeah.
flow through.
Hard-working sorcerers at work. Alrighty then. Well, onwards.
Let's go.
I think Liam would probably stick around with the rescue efforts.
Okay,
That's
so you
kind
want
of
to travel off for that?
yeah.
Uh,
All right, already splitting the part. Let's go.
we'll make sure to
Sorry.
fill you in on anything.
Normally he would want to like be in on helping with that, but since like landslide victims are gonna be on a time limit,
Mhm.
he's prioritizing them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. We'll keep you updated.
Appreciate it.
Fair enough.
Listen out in your head for my voice. Just
Oh no, leaving
All right.
us two alone. Because again, this is dangerous.
So, Liam, just to have you filled in on where you're going back up towards the upper end of the Silver Steps, I believe they were called, and helping out in this general region here. helping comb through more buildings to find any survivors and hopefully rescue people trapped inside buildings. And for the other group, we're going to start with you. Let's go ahead and get the rails up. Here we go. So the nearest station is right there, and then that way would be towards the Golden District, and the Terrace of Ages is somewhere in the Golden District here. If I can center it on the... There we go. Apparently I left the marker for the art gallery up.
The way that my eyes immediately just landed on that was like, ooh, wait.
All right. So, where do you want to start heading?
Do they have like maps of the Golden District like near the like rails?
So I will remind you of this since it's been a minute. So you can always ask a town guard. They're stationed a bit sparse because a lot of them are helping out with the recovery effort, but they are around. It doesn't take too long to find one. But B, your crystal connector allows you, at least within the bounds of Citrine, to say a location into the connector and have it basically work as a compass towards wherever you need to go. It is only a single directional pointer where the connector lights up when you're pointing towards that direction and then gets dimmer as you stop pointing away from it. But it still points you in a general direction so that you're not at least too lost.
Would it be... Should I go ahead and put the directions in my connector, or should we just wait until we get to the Golden District?
We should probably wait until we get to the Golden District first, because we're going on the trains, right?
Yeah. Yeah, let's wait then.
So I suspect you all break off at the train station with with Pank and George going west and Liam going east, up and around to the top side here.
Yeah, wherever I'm needed. Whoever my guy said that.
All right. And so for all of you, the fare is 1 silver piece.
I pay my 1 silver piece.
I also pay.
And you ride the rails off towards... I will move your party token to the first hub station in the Golden District here, or at least the only one that's available, because this one is kind of buried. And it's up to you which station you end up going to. On every station, there is a rough map of the... basically, it's these very straight line paths of the various train routes. In world, these are more curved and complex, just to navigate around various buildings and certain important structures. But as far as the rail map goes, they're straight lines. So you could,
Right.
check out this map here of the various stations.
I take out my crystal connector and say, Terrace of Ages, s'il vous plaît.
All right. I might need to adjust my tablet settings. Here we go. So, when you say this Terrace of Ages, let's see, yes. You get a pointer that points in this direction here. Hopefully you can see that thin line. I'll wiggle it around.
There it is.
There we go.
So we can head up to this northern station, or is it blocked? Because it looks fine.
All of the stations in the Gold District are currently not blocked.
Okay. I say we continue heading north to that northern that one just directly
you're
north
going
of
here?
us. Mhm.
All right. Go ahead and move y'all over to the next station. And keeping an eye on the crystal connector, the pointer is now pointing in this direction here.
All right. I think we can walk the rest of the way. I feel
Yeah,
like
probably.
we're pretty close.
Probably as close as we can be by train.
Yeah.
All right. So you exit the station.
And we walk in.
Well, I'm
All right.
walking.
And let me double check the zone count. Yes, there are 8 zones in the Gold District. This one here would be, if I recall, Zone 7.
I would like to purchase a bicycle.
You have wings and you're gonna purchase a bicycle.
I mean, I can definitely fly there, but like, I'd leave you in the dust.
And now I get to take a page from Pokemon.
Yes, I would like Pank to use fly, and I'll just
Right
with
on
him.
Just hop
top
on
of
his
me.
back.
You see Liam's hat?
Yeah.
If you want to search out a bicycle shop, you definitely can.
I like
Wait.
it.
either we're gonna get this for free, it's gonna be prohibitively expensive.
I have 1 platinum and 17 gold. I don't think I'm gonna. I'll stick with flying.
Onwards then. Oh, also you have to stay near me because I have the crystal connector.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, no, there are plenty of reasons why I just have to walk.
Oh shoot.
I mean, but Peg is used to walking. He walks all the time.
All right. So you start heading off in. Whoop! I'm moving the entire train stations.
Moving the station underneath us.
Man,
Whoops.
earthquakes are so violent.
Don't do that to the citizens. Not again.
Is there another? Has God scheduled another earthquake for us?
It's not on the calendar. It's not fair.
It wasn't on
These
our
are just the events you
calendar.
know of.
Yeah.
I still have this.
He has the God calendar on the
Here's
other
the
map.
God calendar.
I still have this one here. You're currently looking at this version of the calendar. I've got this version of the calendar.
Oh no.
Dang. We need our secretaries to like sync the calendars.
The Secretary of the Earth.
We need like a designated note taker because I do not take notes at all.
I take some notes.
I take some notes too. Not as much as I probably should though.
All right. So let's see, where is party token? There we go. So you start heading off this way. And the connector still doesn't seem to be pointing in any... Let's get you centered there. The connector... If I use my actual pen, that might be easier. Connector is still pointing in this direction. And note that all of these squares here are 1 mile.
Dang. How long did that take us to walk?
Like 15 minutes. At which point, we will switch over to Liam because it's been 10 minutes. So I will switch back over. So, Liam, you end up meeting up with Finn the guard, who has been helping out a bit tirelessly with the recovery effort here, leading a handful of other people. Another person that you meet here was, where is his name? Marvin, who had helped you out in the previous day, or who was also helping on the previous day under the same group. So he's going to go ahead and pair up with you. Liam, how's it going?
Yep.
Here we have 2 buildings to search today. Hopefully things go smoothly. And we can switch over to the building map. Oh boy, this is a building map without the landslides, but hey. Pull up Liam and pull up. Here we go. There we go. Oh, they're the same color. We will not use that token. We will use we'll just use an extra George.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin is now also orange. So standing on the surface here, you all, and you know what? We'll get Pank's token in here too. Pank can be Finn.
Yeah.
Or Blue can be Finn, the guard that's been leading the group. And Finn goes ahead and directs you over to this building here, where this upper section of the corner of the building, or the edge of the building, is exposed. Once again, you get a town sorcerer to go ahead and, we'll use this guy for the town sorcerer, to blow a hole in the corner of the building so that you can all enter in, and you go ahead and descend.
Can I take a long rest from last time because I still have to do that?
Oh yeah, you should have done so, yes.
I was just double checking.
All right.
I don't. If you said something at the very end for me to respond to, I missed it.
Oh, yeah, so you go ahead and descend down into the building as this town sorcerer, as well as Ben goes ahead and heads over to the next building. And Finn
How's
was
the
blue. What was that?
light levels? Is it dark in there or no?
There is light coming down into the building, just due to the fact that it is relatively early in the morning. So it is visible at least within this first chamber that you enter. Descend down. And my chair is very squeaky.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab like a piece of rubble or something to cast light on.
All right. That is very handy, Liam. Thank you very much for that. I'll go ahead and put out my lantern, save some oil. And he just sets his lantern over on what looks to be a upside down table, but you know, it still functions as a surface to set things on. It's just very close to the ground. All right, go ahead and give me the first perception, or going into this building here, what you can see is this top half of the floor. Let's go ahead and get a, I don't know, this is just going to be my random layer, we'll call it. This first room here seems to be divided as such. There is less dirt cracked into the walls here. There's maybe a crack going through this wall here, but the rest of the room seems mostly intact, other than things that have been either knocked over or knocked onto the ground. Things like shelves have fallen over here. And there does seem to be a crack down into the floor around here. There is on this wall here, just from the fact that you've used a light to illuminate things, it's much easier to see now. There's also a door right here. Don't do that. The door does seem to be slightly ajar, but also the building has sort of crushed it in a way so that the door is kind of askew. So if you've got the door frame like that, and then there's the ground, the door is open a little bit, but it's also a little bit askew. And this hinge has broken off.
Okay, I guess I want to go up to the door and just call out to see if I can hear anybody.
There does not seem to be a response.
Okay. Would it be safe to force my way through the door, or would that cause like damage to
Yeah,
the
go
building?
ahead and give me we'll call it an investigation check.
14.
14. So by just finessing a little bit of weight onto the door, by putting your hand under here and then just applying a little bit of force that way, you do feel that the door is up against some sort of weight that seems to be, we'll just switch colors, why not? That seems to be about here. It's about that size and it seems to be blocking the door. The weight here doesn't seem super heavy, so it could be pushed aside.
I don't feel like it's like bearing into the building or anything, right? Like the building's not going to collapse if I try to.
There doesn't seem to be any force on the door from the top. Any
Okay.
force seems to be, I think that's the symbol for out of the page. Or is it a dot for out of the page?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's been a minute since I remember
Either way,
that notation.
If
Anyway,
there's no building structure to worry about, then I'll just push my way through if I can.
all right, you go ahead and push your way through the door here. And it does appear to lead into a dirt-filled chamber. If I can find the midpoint, here we go. Wait, I've got a tool for straight lines. There we go. This chamber does seem to be mostly filled with dirt. And the item you saw here seems to have been a bed that had been pushed up against the door there and cracked in the middle, or down the middle, by a large boulder. Or, well, rather than boulder, one of the sections of wall that had fallen in. There additionally does seem to be a door over here, blocked slightly by the rubble. It's more like right about there, if I can center it.
Okay. So there's like no signs of life at all in this room.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
That's a 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
All right. What is noticeable? You don't see any bodies, or any any people. There seems to be a handful of piles of. No, we'll use like a gray for this. There seems to be a handful of piles of ash. Just strewn about across this dirt here.
I look closer at one of them.
Sure. So getting your light up here, and of course, just for consistency, Marvin is going ahead and investigating more into this room, specifically investigating this crack. So we will move people around. Liam, you're over here. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
That's a 4.
A 4?
Wait, it was 4 plus 9. Wait, 7. It was 3 plus 9.
7.
4.
So you were investigating the ash?
Yeah.
Seems like piles of ash. They're relatively large and poking. I believe you have at least a dagger, right? What was your main weapon again?
Yeah, I have like 4 daggers.
So poking your dagger through these piles of ash do seem to go deeper. And when you poke at the ash here, it seems to be sort of like after like maybe half an inch to an inch into the ash. Jason is just smiling as his camera freezes. But the ash here. Oh, I heard that. After about a half an inch to an inch, this ash does seem to turn to charcoal. It is very flaky in its makeup. It's not very stiff or rigid.
This is mildly concerning. I guess for now, we'll try to get into the next room if I can.
All right. So while the ceiling here is... Oh, there we go. Well, the ceiling here is crushed in a little bit. One of the sections of the ceiling kind of forms a barrier like that. Sort of, if you were to look at that doorway, the barrier is kind of like that. And then the dirt is sort of piled up like that. And so you've got, bricks here.
Does the door
but the
out there?
door here does appear to be off its hinges entirely, and it seems to be sideways. So imagining that door going out. It's a very tall door, but you get the gist. So it seems to be sideways and off its hinges.
Okay, so could I push it and like go underneath the ceiling? Get into the next room?
Yeah. So giving this a push here, just in the center of the door, it does appear to just fall flat over. And now you've got this sort of entranceway, and we'll draw the door like that, just kind of on the ground there. And the room next to it is dark.
Okay, I do not want to just walk into the room because I'm paranoid as fuck, but I do want to, like, I guess, look into it, like, use my light to kind of look into it a little bit without really fully entering it yet.
All right. So I will go ahead and, now that we're past that obstacle, I'll go ahead and erase that and continue on to the next room. In this room, you can see that this sort of landslide does continue slightly. Kind of breaks off there, and then actually, it'd be more like this, and then right here, let's see, around about this area here appears to be a staircase, or at least what used to be a staircase. You don't see whether or not the stairs are intact, but it does appear to be, an opening down to the next floor. Peeking around, you also see that there seems to be another door here.
Okay. I'm gonna take him. What was the other guy's name again?
That would be Marvin.
Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to let him know, like, hey, I found a staircase.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna check it out here in a minute after I look at this other room.
All right. So I take it you're crawling through then?
Yeah,
Whoops, and I moved the entire building.
as long as I don't see anything that might be a threat.
Again, once you crawl through here, there does appear to be... I'm on the wrong tool. More sort of cave in here. And once again, a sort of like ashy pile here.
Is the rubble as deep there?
So this rubble's depth is probably about maybe like 1.5 to 2 feet tall. This here went from, well, ground level. Can I use a different color? There we go. That went from like ground level all the way up to probably about 3/4 of the way to the ceiling height, so probably about 6 feet at the corner here. Right? Yeah.
I probably want to look at this other ash pile too, just to see if it's the same.
Similar in composition to the other ash piles.
Okay.
And go ahead and give me another investigation check just for the fun of it.
So 14.
14. What you notice here is that in the sort of void, or in the sort of space around this ash pile, there seems to be a smaller sort of void in the, or like dugout area, or it doesn't look like there was a shovel used, but there's just a sort of indent into the rubble there, the soil that's sort of fallen into this building. So you get what's mostly a smooth gradient going up towards this corner here, but there seems to be a chunk missing right about there, next to this ash pile.
I am concerned at this point. This is very concerning.
And with that concern, we will hop back to the other half of the party. I'll let you stew on that and think up your theories as you investigate further in this area.
I have theories. I'm scared of asking about them.
I just do. All right. So we hop back over to the explorers. So are you planning just to walk towards your destination until you kind of get there?
That's what I'm thinking, probably.
Yeah.
All right. So we will speed through that navigation. You continue to walk through the edge of this zone. What you've noticed, having spent some time there, is there does seem to be sort of probably about 1/2 inch iron rail that sort of marks out, trying to remember a certain city's design that I was in. No, it would be these brownstone bricks, just small versions of this. Within, breaking up the boundary between the andesite cobblestone that makes up the ground of each, or the little walkways of each district, there is this brownstone brick border, probably about 6 inches wide and going down however long, since you're not going to dig it up. But there's a 6-inch line of brown bricks between each zone's boundary that seems to indicate which zone is on what side. So on one side of that, I can draw. On one side of that boundary, so you got the boundary, you'll see this would be, so that's 7 and that's 3. So you've got the boundary. Here, can I write upside down? You've got a 3. No, that's an epsilon. You got a 3. And then you've got a 7 on this side. That seems to mark out, and these are just chiseled into the bricks. That seems to mark out which zones you're in. And eventually, you end up making your way all the way towards, why didn't that change? You get to about there where the indicator just points into the wall, and you continue to wall follow. You walk around this station here until the pointer seems to be pointing over to here, at which point I will go into labels. This is the Golden District. Oh, is this a different folder? Yes, it is. I need to turn all of these off.
Dang, we walked miles just to be right next to one of the stations.
I know. we were thinking we got off at the most
Oh, of
efficient
course it's
place.
at the end because I put alphabetical order. Man. All right. You find the Terrace of Ages. That seems to be nestled into this nook of the wall.
Hmm.
The terrace here is very much. Let me double check this god's features. Terrace of Ages. Okay. So this terrace here is a large golden painted terrace. It's more of like a brass-ish color in construction with brass accoutrements to sort of provide the highlight detail of the various architectural features. This terrace is probably about, if I think of the size, probably about 100 feet wide by 100 feet deep, and it is in a hexagonal shape, kind of similar to Pink's dice jail. Or Liam, or Paul's dice jail, or Morgan's dice jail. I don't know if that survived. Except, of course, this terrace here is kind of what Pink's dice jail, or Paul's dice jail, looks like with a die on top.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Is it just the base? All the supports broke off. And I, too, have my broken support base as well.
Man, these are really fragile, huh?
Yeah. Well, this was one of the first prints that I tested out.
It's
So I
not
accidentally stabbed it with
particularly that they're fragile. It's just that I was reloading a really hard to reload Nerf gun. My arm slipped and it just bam.
There should be another one of them on Ryan's kitchen table.
I think
Jackie
I
Ryan.
grabbed another one of them. I don't know where I put it.
Is that one intact? The one that's on?
It should be.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I've seen it.
But anyway, yes. You come upon the Terrace of Ages, and around the terrace seems to be a garden that surrounds the sort of outer edge of the wall here. So there seems to be a garden that goes around like that. And behind that garden are raised platforms, probably about, these would be 6 feet tall, and there seems to be a handful of throne-looking chairs that are up on that upper section, or that sort of raised section. And behind the terrace, at about right here, is a staircase that goes up to that sort of raised section. So you've got that raised section, and then, I don't know, we can go to green. That's not green. You get that garden that goes around like that. And that seems to be the place you're looking for. There does seem to be a handful of attendants here, handful being 3. There are 2 gardeners, as well as someone standing around in robes. Robes that seem to match the more white and brass sort of aesthetic of this terrace here. So, yeah, we'll just turn that back on. That is everything you see in the Terrace of Ages.
Right.
Is there any like buildings nearby that have like good like view of the terrace that are like either the same height or higher up than the terrace?
The rooftops of the buildings here are higher than the terrace, and there are buildings in this. I'm still on green. We'll make it white. Sure, why not? There are buildings sort of in this section that have a bit of a view, at least of the top of the terrace, as well as the raised section. But the base here is less visible the farther you get out. The line of buildings that are sort of sort of on the two sides. There's a footway going down the middle, but the buildings, these are not to scale, by the way, but the buildings here do have view down of the terrace. And they seem to be relatively important buildings, just by their architectural style. Important residential buildings, by the way. If you want to give me an intelligence check, I can give you a bit extra description if you want it.
Yeah, let's do that. Intelligence?
Yeah.
Hopefully I can. Yeah, I can. Thank God. I don't have internet right now, so thankfully
Oh no.
my page is nope. Okay, it's fine. I have a +1. I know that off the top of my head. All right, that is a 4. Is that? Yeah, that's a 4.
No.
A 4, okay. They're big buildings, and with you being you, they're similar in... They seem to be similar to your own home. Similar, not quite the same, but same vibe.
Interesting.
They have a homely feel, at least to you.
Well,
Maybe not to the average person.
Those are certainly buildings.
Yes, they are.
They're quite reminiscent of those in Jasper. That's quite interesting.
Not really. That person never been to Jasper, so.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
More specifically,
It's,
the house you live in, not necessarily the houses of the other people of Jasper.
right. At least it looks like my house. I guess that I'm not necessarily the most common of folk.
And Pink,
I guess-
I think it goes without saying, but this does not look like your home.
No, not in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, my homes are a little bit less than this, to say.
Mm-hmm.
But shall we look around?
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
All right, let's do it.
So, if you can get to the top of the buildings, I think that'd be a lot easier than me trying to get up there.
Sure. What do you want me to do up there?
I feel like if we can just check to see if there's any easy way of getting up there without having wings.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a look around.
And then I'll look around the terrace, see if there's any oddities with getting up, getting in.
All right.
Excuse me, good sir. I go up to the the
Hello.
temple looking guy.
Ah, yes, the man in robes.
Yes.
Ah. How may I be of service to you?
I was
Welcome,
just
of course, to the
wondering,
Terrace of
is
Ages.
Sorry?
Welcome, of course, to the Terrace of Ages.
Oh, well, thank you. I was just wondering if the terrace itself is open to the public.
Yes, of course, this is an open space to all for various enjoyment of the scenery. We've spent a lot of dedication taking care of our garden here, making sure it is of top quality, as well as, at least in times where there are no official meetings going on, you're plenty welcome to go up to the upper level and enjoy the ambiance of the area. Just try and stay a little farther away from the wall. Don't try and mess with it too much, since the landslide does seem to be applying a bit of pressure towards it. Should be fine. We've had various city officials do the force analyses of the wall here, and it seems to be safe. But better safe than sorry, right?
Right. Well, thank you. Which god is this terrace dedicated to?
This is dedicated to Terrace Phage is here. This is dedicated to the goddess of age. One of the gods of the Divinity War. It was said that their powers were derived from the number of followers they had, and that the strength of them and their army were proportional to that, which I suppose is a bit, it sounds a bit self-explanatory, but apparently it was less of a linear relationship. And apparently, the more followers she gained, the more aged she seemed to become. And of course, with that age came wisdom. Here, we like to ponder about the benefits of age and how those relate to wisdom and how that can strengthen our society by listening to the old.
Well, thank you for your information. It's quite... What you've got here is quite beautiful.
Thank you.
And I will make my way over to the staircase up to the terrace.
All right. Climbing up this staircase, I'm looking at, we've got 15 minutes so far with you. We'll do this upper part and then switch back to Liam.
Could I
so
make like a
yes.
perception check in the staircase, see if there's like any nooks or crannies that might fit a person?
Go ahead, yeah. Investigation check for that.
Are you fucking joking? Okay, well, that's investigation. That's a 7.
7. There aren't any, it seems to be flat surface, solid surface. You try tapping on some of the stones as you go up. None of them seem to, or, the bricks that sort of make up the guard wall of this staircase, they don't seem to give way under any sort of force of you just sort of tapping as you go up. And yeah, you make your way up the staircase. Doesn't seem like there's any voids. And at the top, there seems to be 2 children sort of running around the one of the thrones there, with their parents sort of just watching off to the side. They were less visible to your entry point, but now that you're up here, you can see that they're just enjoying the area. And with that, we will switch back to Liam. All right, Liam, you've had time to ponder.
I think I'm gonna check out the next room.
All right. Whoops, I'm moving the building again.
Shakes beneath my feet.
Going over to this door here and trying it out, it doesn't seem to open. It seems like the door itself is intact and on its hinges, but it seems to be blocked, or locked, rather.
Do I hear any sounds on the other side?
Oh, say that again.
Do I hear anything or any sounds on the other side?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
It's 16.
16. As you go up to the door and jiggle the doorknob, you very faintly hear what seems to be a gasp that's quickly silenced.
I think I want to call out, say hello. I'm here to help.
No response.
Does the door feel like it's like blocked?
By
inside?
jiggling the door, it does seem to be like there's some sort of object placed against the door, or object behind the door. But the door handle also just doesn't turn because it's locked.
I also try calling, like talking to the door again. I guess explain who I am. Try to like explain who I am and what I'm doing there. See if that gets a response.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Sweet, it's a dirty 20.
Okay. You hear someone walk up to the door, or someone behind the door say, "You say you're here to help."
Yeah, I've been helping with like search and rescue with the landslide.
Is there anyone else here?
That guy's name was Marvin, right?
What's that?
The other guy's name was Marvin.
Marvin, yes.
Yeah, it's me and there's another guy in the other room named Marvin. Just the two of us right now.
Are either of you magic users?
I mean, I've got a few things I can do. It's not much.
All right. Make me a persuasion check.
Haha, even better. It's a 23.
23. All right. Give me a second. And you hear some things moving around.
If I still have my dagger out, I want to sheath it so I don't like have any weapons in my hand when he opens the door.
Okay.
I'll probably step back too, just in case.
All right. I can spell. All right. So the door goes ahead and opens, and you see what appears to be a mostly intact broom closet. Behind the door, you see emerging a bearded elf. Not elf. This is a gnome. He seems to be on the older side, although you're not entirely familiar with gnomish age. He seems maybe a bit past middle-aged. And his sort of like shrunken eyes just from dehydration seem to look up at you. I think it's safe, he says behind him, as a younger-looking gnomish girl walks up from behind him out of the darkness.
Would it be a pretty safe bet to think that they would be having like extra water skins on them to hand out as they reach survivors?
Yeah. So Finn and the rest of the crew up top have shovels, lanterns, ropes, picks, and water skins, as well as not the best of rations, but they're sufficient.
Okay. So I guess I'll tell them that there's a way out this way and see if they are willing to follow me to the exit.
All
And
right.
I guess as they're going, just like ask, like, is there anybody else in the building that you know of? Is there Anything we should watch out for?
There were more downstairs. I don't know how they fared.
Okay, I'll go check it out in just a moment. Let me just get you out of here, and we can start getting treated for anything,
He definitely sees.
injuries.
Luckily, us two are just hungry and thirsty.
Yeah, we'll take care of that too.
He goes ahead as he comes out of the door. He looks off towards this pile of rubble. Sort of like winces at it, and he grabs his this girl's hand and sort of just like covers her eyes and helps walk her out with you. It's all right, honey. We'll be out of here soon. And you lead them out through this gap here where you have to crawl, but they're sufficiently able just to kind of like duck a little bit. Out through this door here and back into the main chambers where you meet up with Marvin. Oh, hello. I see you've got some survivors. Hello there.
Yeah, he says there's supposed to be more downstairs. I'm gonna head down there here in a minute once I get them out.
All right. Looks like there's not much else in here. There's a pile of ash over in the corner, but other than that, not much of note. So there's another sort of like pile of rubble here and another pile of ash right there.
Yeah, I want to ask the guy about it, but he seemed a little worried about the girl, so I was gonna wait till we were out and she was distracted.
Very well. All right, and you lead them over to the rope. And Finn, who's come back just to check on things. You find any survivors down there?
Yeah, it's just two, right? I think.
Yeah, just the two that you found.
I got these two here, and there's supposed to be more downstairs. So I was about to go.
Very well. We can start hoisting them up from here.
Okay. Probably want to get the girl first.
All right. You go ahead and tie her up to more easily hoist up, and you lift her out of the building.
You pretty well established that Liam's good at tying rope.
Indeed, you've got experience.
Mhm.
And the girl safely makes her way up. Are you gonna go ahead and tie up the man too?
Yeah, and as I'm tying him up, I want to ask him, like, do you know what those pile of ashes are?
He looks up towards the opening just to make sure his what seems to be his daughter is out. After we were trapped here, we were okay for a few hours trying to help excavate people. They were really stuck, but for some reason, probably 12 hours in, a cloaked figure appeared and started blasting us all with fireballs. He left none of the adults alive, and seemed to be knocking out the children and taking them away. I
Away,
was lucky enough
like
to...
downstairs or like out?
Downstairs, it seemed he found an access point through the grounds. I don't quite know how he got in, but children started disappearing one by one as the people were stuck and afraid, and he just went one by one with the people who were buried. If they were an adult, they were burned alive. If they were a child, they were taken somewhere.
You know what he looked like?
He was the average person's height. He didn't seem to be halfling, gnomish, or any of the like. But other than that, I don't know. I surmise this person's figure was maybe 5.5 feet tall. I'm not the best gauge of heights above 4 feet. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
but it's certainly was a grueling sight. I was lucky enough to slip away into the closet and at least rescue my daughter, since we were some of the only few who were able to free ourselves.
Okay. I'll look over at Marvin. Is he still in the room?
Marvin is also still in the room listening in on this.
Okay. I want to thank a gnome and help him get up. As long as he doesn't have anything else he wants to say.
I think that's the gist of what he's able to get out for now.
Yeah.
As soon as the the gnomish man is hoisted up, Marvin comes over to you and says, "I'll be honest, this isn't what I was expecting."
Do you have any
but,
kind of combat skills at all? Does it sound like this end up being a fight?
I can swing a mean shovel.
Maybe we should call for some backup.
But I don't think I am the best of warriors. What I can say is I have found one other pile of ash in another building earlier yesterday, before I met up with you. Although I had no idea what it was, but it matches the ash pile I found over there, and if there's more inside the building, I think that might be what's afoot.
A bunch of them in the next room over.
Oh,
so
goodness.
This is very concerning, and I'm not sure we should head into this alone. We should probably get at least one other person, and at least somebody who can fight. Because I can fight decently well. But if this guy's blasting fireballs, I don't know if melee is the best way to fight them.
All right, and with that, we will switch back over to the other crew.
All right.
I mean, I'm trying to think, does Liam have any way of contacting the rest of the party?
That's a good question.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think George has the
Ooh.
only. Because does Liam have a crystal connector?
Not that I know of.
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to wait.
Well,
All right. I guess.
I mean, he's not going to be waiting for you. He's probably going to go in without you.
Or, yeah. I mean, I guess you're going in it alone is more accurate.
He's going to die.
Oh boy.
Please no.
That'd be ideal, but I mean, it's one way to switch characters.
Well,
So the
what do you
terrace.
folks want to do?
You're right.
Yeah, I guess I head back downstairs.
I'm
My little
currently
investigations.
flying up around roofs and the buildings looking for.
All right, so
Yeah.
Pink, go ahead and give me just a perception check, since you're looking at a distance.
Yep. I'm good at those. That's gonna be a 22.
A 22. All right. So for these buildings here, they seem to only have 2 entrances on the ground floor, a front and a back entrance. On the second floor, however, there is, facing towards the terrace, a balcony that is able to be exited upon. The other front end of the building, the end that's not facing the terrace, and the 2 buildings seem to be relatively similar to each other. Sort of have that as a cat. That is amazing. The front end of the building just seems to have windows above the front entrance, rather than any sort of balcony. As far as other exits are concerned, there do seem to be sort of fire ladders that are able to be extended down from the. Let's see, this is Golden District, so the third floor would have fire ladders to get down to either the balcony or all the way down to the ground floor, but none of those are extended out. There doesn't seem to be any staircases on the outside that could be climbed up upon. These seem to just be homes where maybe rich folk can enjoy the view of the terrace.
How many stories are there?
They are 3 stories. So if I go ahead and switch back over to this map here, and where did I put my pen? It's over there. So we can use red because it's easy to see. So the buildings here from sort of where is? There we go. So we had 2 sort of buildings like that, making up the sort of boundaries of the throughway. Looking from this point here over at this building here, I'll leave those up so you can have that reference. The buildings have a sort of profile like this, where you've got the first floor like that, where you've got the balcony, and then the building goes up to a 3rd floor. There is actually another tier here, so go ahead and bring that out like that. Like that. There. So there seems to be 3 floors like so. There are windows up here, just going all the way along, where some of them here and here have ladders that can drape down. I'll get rid of that as well. And these sections up here just seem to be sections of roof for either maintenance or any sort of access points, where you could climb out of a window to sort of look down on things. And these would actually be sloped up like that.
Okay, so it's not really easy to, basically it's not really easy to get to the roof, but they could get higher up.
There would be a ladder opening access point on the roof here.
Okay.
The roof here. So actually, this here would have more of this profile, where if you were looking top down, there's sort of a split there where then it goes down. So any rain that falls on this surface here would go off to the side of the building rather than onto the people who are on the balcony.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then this one is just flat, going that way. And this top surface, if I think about it, yeah, with the architecture of Citrine, this top surface is just flat. So there's a ladder access point up to the top here.
All right.
And there seem to be various windows on the top just to have sky views down to let more natural light in.
Cool. Okay. So with this, I'm going to probably fly back down to George.
Okay.
And I'm going to start relaying this information. Basically, there is a way to get to the roof. There is a few balcony little areas that they could get to in the building, and there are a few ladder escapes, although there's nothing that, like on the outside or stairs or anything that goes directly to the roof or anything.
Interesting. So, if there were to be an attempt, there's several options.
It seems like it, yeah.
Well, we'll have to keep our eyes peeled then.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have good security, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about all we can do for right now, unless you can think of anything.
Hmm. Did you see anything?
Not really. I didn't find anywhere you could just hide. At least going up. I imagine the terrace itself.
Oh,
would
and actually,
be-
Pink, since you were flying, one thing you would have also noticed is that on the edge of the wall, there seems to be a walkway here where guards can walk around. And you can see that the landslide does seem to be sort of sloped up against the wall, putting some force onto it, but it's not like the entire weight of the mountain is being pushed into it.
So there, you said there's like an upper walkway for.
Yeah, there's an
guards?
upper walkway for guards
Okay.
that you can see from the sky, but not from the ground.
All right. Well, yeah. Oh, and while I was flying around, I did also notice at the terrace itself there is an upper walkway. I guess for guards, or doesn't seem like it's access to the public, I guess, but
Right.
you can't see it from the ground, so that might also be an impossible point.
All right. Well, I guess we'll have to. That's tricky.
Yeah, no, it seems like there's, if someone was gonna try, they have many options.
Not the greatest place for our good friend
No.
to have his coronation, but do you think we should let him know?
It wouldn't hurt, but
I
do we
could.
know where he is? On DM. Did he say that he was staying at?
He's staying at the confectionery, the
Right.
choke confectionery.
We don't need to catch up with him. I have got my connector. He should have connector with him.
Ah, right. Okay. All right. Yeah, then it wouldn't hurt.
What
to
you've
let him
seen
know.
is that he is using the confectionary's connector.
All right, I pull up my connector and just sort of relay that there's a lot of places where eyes could be that you know.
Pretty much that we scoped the area and wanted to let them know that there are some possible dangerous areas, right?
Yeah.
All right. You release your pressure from the gem, and it gives a green pulse, signifying that the message was delivered.
Well, all right.
All right.
Casino. Let's get walking.
And with
Let's
that,
not walk
we're
all
gonna
the
take
way.
our break.
Oh boy.
All
Come on,
right.
walk
And
away.
as we move back to Liam, we can change the music back as well.
Sorry, I'm trying not to die.
And throat clearing.
Hey, Liam's stuck in rubble. It happens.
Yeah, there's dirt in the air
He's got a nap.
everywhere. Mm-hmm.
Morgan's just in character.
He's got it.
I am in character too. I am now Liam.
I could probably find a mask, but I don't know where I would look for it. It wouldn't be fast. I haven't had to wear one in so long. I could probably find it in like the floorboard of my car or something.
All right. So, Liam,
Yeah.
you've just heard about the unfortunate goings-on of this building here.
I think the plan was to see if we could talk to whoever else it was. I really need to write these down. Who was it at the top of the
It was Finn. And Marvin is the one inside with you.
Okay, I also want to talk to Finn, let him know what the situation is, and see what he thinks would be best to do.
All right. Well, that certainly sounds dire. I think we've got the other place covered, so I think I'm going to go ahead and join you down there, just to make sure things
Okay.
are a bit safe.
In case
Marvin,
It does. Yeah.
would you like to switch out up here and I can handle the fighting? Yeah,
that's
that'd
what-
probably be for the best. And so Marvin goes ahead and gets hoisted up, and Finn comes down in his place. All right, you've now got Finn the guard down here with you.
Woo!
Okay.
In the human. Is Finn a human?
Finn? That's a good question. Let me double check. When I introduced Finn, here you go. Could have sworn I wrote down his information, but I guess not. So, you now have Finn added to your party?
I guess as we're starting to head back, I want to ask Finn if he's any good at stealth. No.
Finn, if he can what?
If he's any good at stealth.
The armor makes it a little difficult, but I should be no worse than the average person, I suppose.
Okay.
His stealth is a +0.
Maybe it would be good for me to go down just a little ways by myself to kind of scout out a little
Alright.
bit before.
Neither of you have dark vision. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but I could get down there a little bit and listen to see if I hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
I do have like the eyes of the eagle, but it doesn't sound like it has anything to do with.
Eyes of the Eagle
Maybe.
is perception. Goggles of the Night is dark vision.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna help in this situation. Because the perception that relies on sight, and if I can't see anything, sort of. Okay. So yeah, I think I want to try sneaking down the
Alright.
stairs, see if I can hear anything.
And are you
Okay.
taking the light with you, or are you
I'll
leaving
go
it
light
with Finn?
him so it wouldn't alert the enemy, so it destroys the point of being stealthy.
All right. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Please, for the love of God. Okay. It's not bad. It could be better. It's going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
All right, you make your way
I
down
say
the
it could be
staircase.
better because that's a nat 11, but I have a +9.
The interior edge of the staircase, is it this layer? No, it's not this layer. Is it this layer? Yes, it is. The interior edge of the staircase does appear to be collapsed on the bottom floor, but we shall move down into the bottom floor here. So let's go ahead and get my pen and start drawing. So as you come down the staircase here, just double check the here. So you've got the staircase there. Up,
Let me get the stat sheet up.
up. And we will turn off Finn. There we go.
I forgot I had this. I have a column in my stat sheet now that's just titled Items Mended in parentheses George.
Sounds about right.
There's only one there right now. And I just started it recently.
Actually, no, that would be like that. There we go. All right, so as you stealth down here, you make your way down to the bottom of the stairs and sort of duck behind this wall here. Go ahead and give me a perception check. With disadvantage because it's dark.
Okay. That's going to be 15.
15?
Yes.
All right. With the light amount of light coming down the stair from Finn standing at the top of the staircase with the light, just so you get at least a little bit to see with. What you can see is what looks to be a caved-in entrance. Top floor. No, bottom floor. So the entrance would have been about here. and that seems to be fully caved in around the door. And then around here, this wall down here seems to be mostly crushed in as well. What you can see is some tables knocked over. We'll make that the table.
Mhm.
Beautiful table.
Yeah.
There are also tables on in this sort of dirt pile here as well. Some of them sticking out. Some of them just against the rubble, sort of mostly buried. And that's about all you can see from your vantage point. There's just more. There is just more tables around. Some just on the ground, mostly knocked over or not knocked over. Some you do smell sort of a charred smell down here as well. But you don't see any ash or anything, as it's too dark to make out any fine details of anything. You just get very vague shapes.
Any like noises or anything? Any sounds of people or?
You don't hear any people, no. You don't hear any movement.
Okay. I guess I'll have. I forgot her name. What was the guy's name again?
Finn is at the top of the stair.
Okay, I guess I'll kind of gesture and have him come down
All right.
quietly, if at all possible.
Whoops, and I'm moving the world again. Liam.
He scared me. I thought he fell on the stairs or something. I was like, what? He didn't make a check
All right,
yet.
so you go back over to the stairs. Well, you can see actually under this these stairs here seems to be another sort of closet area where various actually food items are stored. And let's see. So yeah, you gesture for him to come down, and we can go ahead and that's still you. We can have him come down a little bit clumsily. Let's see how well he fares. That's off the table. He gets a solid 10 on his stealth there. So there's definitely creaking of the various boards, but on the dex check, that's even worse. When he gets towards the bottom stair here, it does seem to snap inwards, and his leg goes down by about a foot. But he's mostly uninjured. But he's not exactly the most stealthy either.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the light from him and start, I guess, moving further into the room.
All right. He's going to go ahead and move to this corner here that you were hiding in as you go ahead and search. And he's just going to ready his... this guard has a sword. This would be a long sword. Ready to attack should he need to.
Okay.
Actually,
I think as I'm
double
moving,
check.
I still want to be trying to be stealthy. I'm like, I have a light, and that obviously makes me a target, but like,
Yeah. But like quiet in your movements, you mean?
quiet in my movements, and maybe trying to stick to be near cover.
Hmm.
If at all possible, like some of the overturned tables maybe could possibly do
Okay.
that. These are being
Alright.
stealthy and doing it in a very professional.
So go ahead and roll me another stealth check.
Doing it like an infiltration type of thing. Stealth, you say?
Stealth, indeed.
25.
25. You are indeed a rogue.
I have expertise.
We'll go ahead and...
I like that he's got some kind of way of almost like a hooded lantern. He's just got something that's like covering the rock, so it's pointed down at his feet mostly, so it's not like hugely shiny everywhere. So he's like ever so slightly more stealthy.
So there is also caved in. That seems to be some sort of entranceway here. It's open.
I'm also continuing to listen out for any kind of noise.
Okay. And this here is sort of like a bar, so you can see over that. It's about 3 feet tall, and you could jump over that if you need to be. So you, what was your stealth again? 25. That's right. So you go ahead and dart over here with not but a sound, and there, from what you can see here, with the new illumination of the area, there once again does not seem to be any people here. What you do see is more ash all around the area. Some even just on the ground.
Cat wants back in.
And just ash dotted everywhere. And now that you've sort of gotten an idea as to what's going on here, you can also notice the sort of voids in the dirt as well, that were presumably children that were taken.
I love that this is happening while the other guys are going to a casino.
Yeah, I was about to say, all this stuff happening to Liam while we're just out here like la-di-da-di-da.
They're gonna come back and be like, yeah, Liam's a hero. He died. Liam just died a hero, and you're like, what?
This is gonna be an interesting when we reunite.
It's gonna be so fun.
When? Interesting choice of words.
If,
Uh-oh.
hopefully win, but
Not definitely win, for sure.
I'm a believer,
it's definitely a
personally.
good idea to be only having 2 people going in to fight somebody who is obviously super.
Ooh, okay, that's a
Okay.
natural 1.
Okay. I was concerned for a second.
So Liam, as you start to circle around, that's the world again. As you start to circle around this table
The
here,
world does as well.
The water door.
Zawardo. You hear behind you very, very clearly and very obviously, unfortunately for this person, this table. Wait, I need to access the world now. There we go. This table shift upwards as a small figure jumps out from behind the table with a knife, and we will move to the battle music.
I thought you were gonna say we're
Go ahead and
gonna
roll
move
initiative.
on to Torch and Pink.
You know, Jason, I feel like we were supposed to come along for this.
I mean, if your teammate came home, it was like, yeah, no, I've been helping rescue people, like search and rescue. You think they think maybe I should help with that, but no, we can go to a casino.
We
Let's
have
do that
we have a
instead.
job to do.
To be fair, we were scouting around.
No.
We did scout around for potential assassination locations of the mayor, okay?
All right, Liam, go ahead and roll initiative.
11.
It's alright, Liam solos this.
I'm a believer.
I mean, it won't be like a huge deal if Liam dies because I'm switching characters anyway, but I do actually have some ideas for Liam. I don't want to not happen.
Roll initiative. What?
I did. I got an 11.
11. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me just check some of my features and traits.
Actually, you know what? Since they got a natural 1 on their stealth check there, I'll go ahead and I'll roll their initiative with disadvantage. We'll say. Oh, and now their initiative is a natural 1 instead of a 15.
Oh, wow.
They get a nat 1 in the
That changes
attack.
things. All right. We will filter this There we go. So now top initiative is at the top, and now I don't have to jump around numbers. So, Liam, it's your turn as this figure approaches. You do have light if you want to get in for more information, or you can just attack instinctively.
Does it look like they're trying to attack me?
They're charging at you with a knife. That is the first, like, gut thing you notice.
I want to drop the light rock.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to toss it a few feet away from me, so I'm not like in the center of the light.
All right. So we can call that a bonus action.
Okay.
So Liam, you're here. That's you. There we go. This individual is probably about right here.
It's just my brother.
It's a slightly different color.
Yeah, just like Liam and his brother are slightly different people. I
Ooh.
guess they're very much different people. They're slightly different in appearance.
All right.
Anyway.
So you toss the light aside?
Yeah, do I have time to draw a weapon?
You do?
Okay, can I draw my rapier and still attack with it in one turn though?
Yeah. I'll allow.
Okay, I'll do that. Did you tell me that I should roll to attack or something because I may have missed something?
Oh, yes, if you're going to attack, go ahead and roll to attack.
It's gonna be 14. That
14 hits.
yay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
1d8 plus 3. Nice! Max damage. It's gonna be 11.
Liam's got this, bro.
And I'm gonna
11 damage?
these people. 11.
Okay.
Just wait till I told the dead this sucker. Damn it. He's going
So,
down.
you go ahead and take your rapier, and you slice through the joint of the elbow into the chest area, like the stomach area, and go, yeah, you pretty much slice the spine as well. As you fall dead, this child with a knife I think you need a certain, I believe it's Tommy Innit shirt. Okay.
Oh, Paul left at the worst time.
Well, that certainly happened.
Can't decide if this is worse or better than George's brother.
I swear, Finn, I slashed through that child in self-defense.
Leave me alone. This is like the one shit I have that's not blank. And he's trying to recover. Oh my god. This is gonna be great for his mental health.
I didn't expect you to full damage.
I've never been so sad to do full damage before. And this child is full dead.
Yes, yes it does. The child had 4 hit points. Minimum damage would have knocked him unconscious.
I almost punched him too.
You completely one-shot him. Or the child.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of a song. Have you guys ever heard the "Me and my boys are about to mess you up"? I wrote a one. I wrote a
Oh
one.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I like to
This is
think that
exactly
this
the same thing.
I like to think that this happened because Liam, as he was, I spit on the screen. Sorry. Liam, as he was like creeping through this place, he's like going back to his like training, like in an infiltration. So just instinctively, the moment something lunged at him, he just,
He's gonna have a
but then
hard. He's gonna have a
successfully
hard
other
time
people
rationalizing this one.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So anyway, as you slice through this child, after getting a second of having the success of being able to successfully slash your foe, you realize that it is a child with an absolutely terrified look on their face as their body just falls limp and flops into the ground in almost two pieces. Finn behind you just goes, well. Huh. And then he's just speechless.
Liam also is just frozen in horror. He is just not a thing that he can think to say right now.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Missed it.
Paul, do you know what you just missed?
Did Liam die?
Liam
Oh,
just
no.
full deaded a child.
Liam what? Liam what? Liam what? What?
Liam did full damage on a child, which one shot the child.
Oh, I see.
He lunged at me from behind me with a knife, so he instinctively turned and slashed and killed a child.
It's like that one video of the. Hold
Mhm.
on.
I rolled a one. I rolled a
Jason
one.
referenced it too.
Yeah. It's always a child.
You know what time it is, Morgan? Loot that body. Loot that
With that body.
What is the child does have loot on him?
body.
Actually, it would be a her. This is
That
a
is
younger
child
girl.
he just accidentally murdered.
That
Mhm.
knife could be useful.
He's not taking the knife from the dead child.
Well, this was an unexpected turn of events. I expected you to just like punch him in the nose or whatever, but no.
Okay, so if I couldn't have used my rapier in the same action as drawing it, I was just gonna punch him.
I mean, okay. To be fair,
Raised by psychopathic mafia family.
was this like a cloaked figure?
This
No.
figure was not cloaked.
Oh,
They
But
just
Liam-
caught you by surprise.
But Liam's just
Very
kinda
bad
in that
surprise, but yeah.
mindset. But Liam's just kind of in that mindset of he's infiltrating an enemy base or whatever. So he's being sneaky about it, and something attacks him from behind as he's surrounded by these piles of ash that used to be people. He's a little jumpy in the worst way.
Well, that was our shortest combat round in the game so far.
Over Liam's side is just 15 XP. Oh, there goes, that's not Finn.
that is Finn.
Finn's blue.
oh,
There's Finn. He checks for a pulse. There's just blood streaming out of this child's body.
Gonna turn his helmet. Oh my god. What are you doing in this situation? You're just gonna be sick. You're gonna throw up.
I mean, it was self-defense.
Bro, make it
This
better.
is gonna be a messy situation in both real life and paperwork. I mean, from what we know, bright side is the parent might have also been deceased, so the child wouldn't have even had a home to go to anyway. But yeah, no, that's a dead child there.
He's just gonna be throwing up to the side. He's just utter shock and revulsion. Like,
So you just walk over to the corner here, and
was that rapier like a special rapier? Or is it just a normal rapier? It is. Hey, you wanna know something funny? Yeah, no, that's my modified rapier that does an additional 2d4 fire damage.
well, on the bright side, there's less blood streaming out of the kid's body at that point, because it's all been burned and
So
cauterized.
that would have come out to a total of 15 damage.
That child was almost dead 4 times in a row then. Ah. Well,
We may have a new deepest regret.
with that, we go back to Pink George.
At least now, if we ever go back to the True Sight dungeon, George doesn't have to see his brother completely maimed.
How dark was this room?
Liam was carrying a lit up piece of rubble, so there was enough light to see things.
The
Okay.
moment the movement started, though, he threw it to the side so he wasn't as much of a target.
So Pink and George,
We're
how are you doing?
going to the
Go
casino.
gambling.
You just stroll back to the casino.
Yeah, we're just going to the casino.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hank, there's this shaking in your voice. What's wrong? We've had a pretty chill day, you know?
Sorry, there's just a little something in my throat.
Aw, no ways, it happens. Sorry. There was something in my nostrils for some reason.
Yeah, it happens.
Ryan, please.
Jesus.
Yay, we're back
So,
at the terrace.
Golden District, right?
So let's not split the party again. So we walking down back to, because it's in the Copper District, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's hitch a ride back to the Copper District.
Making your way downtown.
Yep, I think that's a good idea.
All right, 1 gold piece to board, and then you can
Oh, here.
go wherever.
33 hit points. It's like 8
At
times
least like
more than
8
a child.
children. Liam, Morgan's gone.
What? What? Yeah.
Ryan, we let our intrusive thoughts win.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to find that shirt.
No way that we both said that.
All right, are you just heading all the way to casino?
Yeah, I don't see any reason to make any detours.
Yep. Ugh. That's certainly
Oh,
an
what
interesting.
what a long ride, man.
Yeah. And hey, it's nice that they do have a train system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a peaceful day. Oh man, we made such a mistake splitting the party.
Yes, we did.
Well, you make your way all the way to the pearl necklace. And whenever Morgan's ready to play again, we can finish up anything that's in there if Morgan wants to meet the party later, or we can just continue Morgan at another time.
Good.
Are you planning to meet up with the party later, or do we just want to?
I mean, later, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else going on there.
Okay, yeah, like after you're wrapped up with the investigation here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So since that ride did take a while, and you're planning to are you planning to meet up with them at Oldson's, which is the inn, or at the casino? Since actually they didn't say where they were going. Where are you planning to meet up with them, if at all?
Where did we plan to meet up?
What's that?
What was the plan?
The plan was to meet up later.
Well, damn. I don't know if we ever explicitly said.
If he doesn't know a specific meetup place, he's just gonna go back to the inn and just go sit in his room and wallow until they
All
call him, figure out where he's at, or meeting, or show up to pick him up.
Are any of you planning to invite Liam over, or are you just gonna do your casino and then head back to Oldson's at the end of the day? Because at this point it's probably about 4 o'clock with all the train riding and travel.
I feel like I could send to Liam and be like, "Hey, we're at the casino."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll actually do that. I'll cast sending.
All right, we'll get to that in a bit. Once time synchronizes back up between the two sides of the split party. So Liam, we are gonna hop back to you and let you finish the investigation here. So let's go ahead and switch the music back over to nothing, because this is a moment here. Do I have music for this moment? I don't. Let's see. So Liam. So, well, The long and short of it is, I mean, you're not going to be charged with murder. It was self-defense. He starts rifling through the child's clothes for any sort of identification. And it doesn't seem like they have any sort of identification with them. So... Huh.
I think
Is there anyone else here? No response.
I'm gonna pick up the light and not bothering to even try stealth. I'm just gonna walk through the rest of the floor, see if there's anything else.
All right. You find more like ashy stains effectively on the ground, or piles of ashes, as well as voids in the dirt, or signs of scuffle. But that's all you find in this room here, and then you can go into the back area here to investigate that further. Actually, the line would be there. Are you just gonna head into the back? Or are you gonna... Whoa,
Yeah.
that's a world.
He is beyond the point of caring, so...
So sort of just meandering back here. There seems to be a kitchen area back here. There doesn't seem to be anyone behind the bar or in the kitchen area, other than some piles of ash in the kitchen from presumably people who worked here. There are some cave-in, or caved-in areas where the dirt has flown into the building. This area here just seems to be more food storage. But one thing you do find over here is what seems to be a uncovered secret entrance that seems to go down. Some sort of secret covering that used to be a flat stone plate, but that plate has cracked and caved in down to what looks to be a ladder to an underground area.
Okay. I guess I want to drop my light rock down the ladder to see how far it is, and also just to give me a light at the bottom.
All right, dropping down.
Maybe dropping a rock isn't the best idea. Can I see the bottom with my...
I will do some real world light calculations. Oh man.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
With bright light,
Yeah,
with
so
an additional 20 feet of dim.
Yeah, so you can make out the bottom of the ladder here. It seems to be about 15 to 20 feet down to a mostly flat ground. There does not seem to be anyone down here, as far as you can see.
No sounds or anything of anybody?
There seems to be dripping of water, but no sounds of anything else.
I guess I want to go down the ladder and see if there's anything right at the bottom.
All right. Climbing down here, it seems to be a tunnel that heads in two different directions. Two opposite directions. Along with a sort of naturally constructed channel that any water dripping down here seems to be just flowing around one of the edges of the walls. And has made out a bit of a rut for itself as it erodes the ground.
Is there any kind of indication that somebody went down either of these tunnels recently?
Go ahead and give me a investigation check, or
Because I feel
survival
like
check, actually, to track.
a bunch of like dirty kids were taken down a tunnel. I'm sure they would have left some muck.
Yeah, so make a survival check.
Yeah, no, Liam's not doing great. That's a 3.
It's a 3. With the rubble down here, it's difficult to make anything out. Any sort of exact paths as to if anyone was dragged or if they walked or however. It just seems to be a dark tunnel that goes farther than in 2 different directions than you can see with just your light. At the top of the staircase here, or at the top of the ladder here, Finn does appear and shouts down, "Ah, I see you found something. Have you found anything down there?"
There's a tunnel, 2 tunnels that go in opposite directions, and I don't know which one to get.
How far do they seem to go?
You said they both, I can't see the end of either.
Right.
Pretty far. My light spell isn't reaching to the end on either of them, so I'm not really sure.
All right. Well, you're welcome to call it a day. I think we're going to need to expand on this investigation here. Go home, collect yourself. You're welcome to join again. We'll be back at this building, most likely, figuring out where this tunnel goes tomorrow.
I'm just not even gonna think about it. I'm just gonna nod in acknowledgement without realizing like I probably can't see it.
All right.
And I'll probably just go back up the ladder.
And if you do need any sort of, I don't know, distraction, I don't know how well off you are as an adventurer, but there is the Jester's Theater in the Gold District, as well as the Jester's Theater would be an apt distraction. A lot of people are going there just to sort of escape from the reality of the disasters. But there's also the Church of Revival that can maybe help you in other ways. Also in the Gold District.
Okay. Yeah, I guess this is
And at this point, yeah.
Wait for contact.
All right. So, you go ahead and head out of the ground floor, back up to the top floor, back up to the surface. We're just gonna get rid of the child there.
Oh God, what a phrase.
So, I would like to point out, I was correct. Liam was able to solo it.
You were absolutely correct.
And as you're walking back to the station here, making your way over to this station here, you get a message in your head. George, what are you sending?
Hello, Liam. It is George. We are heading to the casino. If you would like to join us. Hope to see you soon. Good friend.
I think friend gets cut off. But there you go.
Oh, I thought friend was 25. I might have been wrong.
I might have also been wrong.
I like.
But
Good.
you get the gist, Liam.
I don't think he's gonna send a response, but he is gonna probably head that way. I mean, he probably wouldn't have if the guy hadn't specifically mentioned if you need a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably just gonna go back to
Alright.
his room super depressed, but like instead he's just gonna go work.
So
CM question.
eventually,
I guess we can. Never mind. We can figure this out later.
all right. So eventually, the party meets up. We'll say at this station here. George and Pink have already paid. Liam, it's 1 silver for the fare.
Okay,
Let's
it's later
explain
now.
what's happened to her brother.
Is there any indication, or like, what does Liam's outfit look like? Like, is it covered in dust? Is it like, how is Liam looking? Just off
He's
a
definitely
glance.
covered. He's got a fair layer of dirt, having crawled through some of the crawl spaces to get through the doorways and such, and also just sifting through some of the rubble. There's a bit of ash on his clothes as well, but not as much as the dirt. And there is no blood on him because any slashes he made were instantly burnt.
Hard day at work, Liam.
You are currently muted.
Can I go?
Did you say something to me?
Yes.
Yep.
I was in English. What did you say?
Hard day of work, Liam.
And it's just canon. Liam did not respond the first time. He just stared blankly at you for a second. He just did not register.
And then he goes, "Oh, sorry. Did you say something?"
Yeah, sorry, what?
So, well, all right then. Oh, here. I cast Gust on Liam's clothes to clean Liam off a little bit.
I could
All
cast
right.
mending and clean it.
Well, nothing's broken. You're just
yeah.
covered in dirt.
No, but
So a lot of dust gets blown off and ash gets blown off. You're looking better. Some things are a bit scuffed up still.
I'm pretty sure one aspect of mending is that I can also clean things, isn't it?
That's prestidigitation.
Oh.
Yeah, it's prestidigitation, which I also have.
Do you prestidigitate?
So I'll prestidigitate on what's left. I'll
All right.
prestidigitate on Liam's clothing.
Your clothing is back to the state it was when you arrived in town. Or in the city.
Mm-hmm.
It is 1 silver piece for the fare onto the train. And you make your way over to the casino.
Let me take out a silver.
Pink and George, you already paid. Back in the gold.
Oh, right, yeah.
What's it again? It's a silver?
1 silver, yes. Okay. So now to flip the mood on its head entirely.
Yeah.
Gambling! Woo!
Gambling. how anyone
I
should
don't
deal with their
know.
stresses.
I don't know how obvious it is. Liam is just utterly decimated.
See, here's the thing. Liam's
He's
already a
straight-eyed.
quiet
If you look at
guy.
his eyes and actually care, you might notice. He's just blank, but you can't see nothing but his eyes.
Well,
Pink-
as you
Oops, sorry.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Pink isn't the best at noticing things, just in general socially. He's not the best socially.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think George
think
would
Pink
notice
would
anything
notice.
wrong.
All right. So as you walk up to the Pearl Necklace Casino,
To be fair,
those of
Liam
you,
is gonna
actually all
disrupt
of you have been here before.
you know.
You notice there are some things that are slightly different. What used to be just a flat golden sign, or at least golden painted sign, is now well lit up, and there is music blasting from the casino.
Bastards must have used my money that they stole from me to pay for all this.
Man, they upgraded this place real quick.
Yeah.
What you notice is make a history check for the fun of it.
Man, I would like to roll well today. That's a 12.
Since I've been here,
Maybe
can I also
that's
roll a history check?
Maybe it's best to not roll well.
That's a 6. That's a 6.
That's the one time I pop off. It's on a child.
The only person rolling
Would you
well
like to
today
make a
is
history
Morgan.
check, Liam, as well?
Liam don't care.
Fair enough. So
He's not paying
George,
that attention.
what you do notice is that the lights emanating from the sign seem to come from small crystals that were most likely there before, but they weren't lit up. Another thing you notice is that there is a much larger crowd at the entrance of the Pearl Necklace right now. And there's a bit of a line.
Is there something special going on today?
Are you addressing anyone specific?
Yeah, I guess I should. I walk up to someone in line.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Is there something special going on? It seems busier than usual.
Oh, this is... I guess you've arrived in town more recently. This is a lot more close to the usual. It seems like they've finally gotten enough staff after the disaster to get everything back up and running, or at least most of the things. So hopefully they reopened the higher stakes games today. At least that's what I've heard. I am ready to bet big and hopefully win big. Honestly,
that's the
I need to make
spirit.
some money.
Oh yeah,
That's the spirit, lad. All right. Well, I guess me and my friends
Best
will.
of luck. Unless, of
get
course,
in
I'm
line.
competing against you.
Ah, yes, of course. That gave me an idea. Huh.
I'm scared. Don't you try to cheat now? You
I'm not gonna try to
validated the last
cheat.
guy.
I'm not gonna try to cheat. I just want to remember this particular guy.
Uh-oh.
All right. I can give you a
Is
description for this guy.
is there anything like he's wearing or whatever?
So this individual is a dwarvish man. He does have a sort of cleft ear. And as far as his clothes go, he seems to have just regular commoner's clothes. He's got on a sort of a reddish what's the material? Like canvas? It's not canvas. A textile garment.
Could
It doesn't seem to be any sort of fancy.
Well, he has the ear that could, but could I cast prestidigitation to create a square on the inside of his sleeve so that if I were at the table with him, I'd immediately recognize it? like up
Okay,
near his shoulder.
Yeah, let me double check prestidigitation here.
I'm so scared what you're gonna do to this poor guy.
No, I'm not doing anything
I'm just gonna
inherently.
go against him in particular or something because he said that.
If he shows up, yeah, because he said that.
I can spell. Here we go. Let's see. Duration 1 hour. So yeah, you can definitely do that.
Perfect.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, though. Whip. There goes my dice.
Also, can
Oh, boy.
as they get to the crowd, can Liam just be more like high alert for like pickpockets in general?
Sure.
I rolled an 11.
11. He doesn't seem to notice.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
But now there is what looks to be a red lace square on the inside of his sleeve. I believe he
Cool.
said.
And then I guess I get mine.
All
I'll
right.
be in line with him.
So as you make your way to the entrance, you get led in past what seems to be a Goliath doorkeeper. What's the word?
Bouncer.
The guy that stands in front. Bouncer. There you go. Who goes ahead and lets you in. And you are greeted by a fat dwarvish individual. Welcome in, you folks, to the Pearl Necklace. Back up and running as per usual. We've got the music blasting, so hopefully are any of you folks feeling lucky?
Oh, I always feel lucky.
Well, is this your first time here?
No, I've stopped by a couple days ago when it was, I guess, not under normal business.
Very well. Well, a quick explanation of things here is that now that we've got things up and running, and we've got more of our staff back, more of our precious pearls, as we call them, right here is one of our lovely pearls, and you see a tabaxi woman, tabaxi beastling woman, walk up. She's wearing a dark gray suit vest and is holding a silver platter with a couple of drinks on them. Our lovely pearls here, such as this woman here, can bring you various drinks. First round of drinks is, of course, on the house, and you can, of course, pay a gold piece for refreshments. Just flag down any pearl of the house carrying a tray, such as herself, and you can get another drink. Additionally, now that things are back and reinstated, all of the tabletop games have a base buy-in of 10 gold pieces, and we're back to standard betting rules that the pearls stationed at those tables can explain to you further. Additionally, our higher stakes games are back up and running. These games are the Gem Tree and the Roulette. Both of them have you can place any bet of any size. There is no minimum buy-in. Well, I suppose barring one copper piece. And you can get up to 20 times your bet. So I hope you folks are feeling lucky. And out of world here, I've introduced a extra system to this casino here, the drinking system.
Oh.
So, the drinks here are quite strong. One drink for just one drink, you will have to make a Constitution saving throw, DC of 10. For each successful drink, that grants you a -1 to any checks against you. So for each successful cons 10 save, anyone who has to check against you gets a -1 to that check.
Oh.
But
Ooh.
for the first cons failed check, that resets that modifier back to 0. And for 2 fails, that grants you a +2 for any checks against you for the next 6 hours.
Even the drinks
So
are
the more
gambling.
you drink, the harder you are to read. But if you can't hold your drink, it's very easy to read you. So there's an
Let's get a
even
drink.
bigger aspect of it.
Let's get a drink.
All right. First drinks are on the house. Would you like to serve them
Yes, I
the
would.
drinks? All right. So this woman here, without a word, goes ahead and puts the platter towards all of you.
Mm,
Do you all take a drink?
I'll
Gulp,
take a
gulp.
drink.
William? A drink to you. Very well. All right. Pink and George, go ahead and make a cons 10.
Please.
16. Let's go.
16. All right. So I will keep track of that.
You said nothing happens on the first failed one, right?
On the first fail, your modifier resets back to 0.
Okay, it was already 0, so we're good. I got a 6.
A 6. All right. And that is with a saving throw, right?
Saving, yep.
Okay. Well then. Additional drinks are 1 gold piece. And you can flag down any of the pearls carrying trays if you want refills.
Trying to metagame the drinking system right now.
I don't like being at plus
All right.
1 or minus 1, but also I could be at minus 2.
Ooh.
You see, that's the strat. You just gotta keep drinking and keep accumulating that modifier.
I have a plus 0 to saving throws, so I don't know.
I had plus 2 to Constitution, so. Man.
How much are you willing to bet on your own drinking skills?
Let me buy another drink.
Oh.
All right, that's 1 gold piece.
All right.
And 1 more cons save.
That is a 14.
14. All right, you now have a -2.
Let's go! I'm not
Oh
buying
my.
another.
Oh my god.
Very well.
Feeling lucky.
Liam just the designated driver.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh god. How quickly do you get drunk in character?
Oh.
Oh,
that
these are
is-
strong.
Yeah, about to
so
find
this
out.
is like
we are
very high
we
proof
are about
whiskey.
to find out, don't we? Oh, to the tables we go then.
All right. So to remind you all of the available games, there are Ragnar's Run. There is Sterling Sweep. There is Alepht's Gambit. Those are the 3 tabletop games. And then there are the random chance games of Gem Tree, which is kind of like a slot machine. And then there is the Roulette.
And the random chance ones can be the times 20.
Gem Tree specifically is able to get you a ×20.
All right. I'm gonna head over to Gemtree, see what it's all
I'm
about.
gonna do that too.
Welcome, folks, to the Gem Tree. And what you see for you is an illusionary gem tree where, based on how lucky you are, you can get various gem fruits to grow on the tree. And basically in front of you, you see what is a ethereal sort of illusion of a tree that can get different fruits projected on it from certain emitters that are around the table. Now, the rules for this are, based on your luck, you can go ahead and focus your will onto the gem tree, and various fruits might grow. As he explains how the rest of the game functions and how to do things, I will explain the out-of-world mechanics. So, you will be rolling 2 d20s. Oh, well, first of all, you can place any bet that you care to do of any size. If you get doubles, that multiplies your bet by 2. If you get a single 20, that multiplies your bet by 1.5. If you get double 20s, that multiplies your bet by 20.
Ooh.
Otherwise,
Oh my gosh.
you lose your entire bet.
Okay.
I'm suddenly no longer feeling this.
It is a random chance one, you know, so.
It is.
I do not roll 20s.
And you're allowed to put bets of any size, so.
I'll try. Let's go for it.
Double 20s, wow.
What is your bet?
I'm gonna bet 3 silver pieces.
All right. So you focus your will onto the gem tree. Go ahead and roll your 2d20.
Nope. 11 and 14.
Nothing. 11 and 14. Too bad that bet is lost. Pink.
I will bet 1 gold.
Oh,
1 gold. All right. Go ahead and roll that 2d20.
Let's see here. And what was the one? What was my roll that I need to double my?
For doubles, your bet gets doubled.
Oh,
For
it's
double
just doubles on
20s.
the die. Okay.
Doubles on the die. Correct.
Where is my second d20? The heck? Oh wait.
You can also
No.
just roll 1d20 twice.
Nah, I know where it is. Don't worry. All right. Pink needs to make back the money he lost last time. That's I lost. A 16 and a 20. 12. 16 and 12.
16 and 12. Unfortunate, it does not look like you folks are lucky today, unless you, of course, want to try your luck again, but we have a third folk here. Would you like to try your luck there, masked figure?
Oh, it's gonna
No.
what?
He's just
Very
gonna
well.
he's just gonna shake his head. He's just kind of observing and making sure that his friends don't get cheated.
Very well, very well. Well, are you two brave enough to try your luck again?
Hmm. He's drunk.
I think I'd like to try my hand on more social types, tables.
Very
yeah.
well.
Good sir. It's been a pleasure.
Ugh.
And I
They should've-
stroll on away.
Very well. Best of luck.
Is Pink also going, or is it just George?
No, Pink is not gonna play that one again.
The question is: Pink
Alright.
sticking with George, or is George just wandering off on his own at this point?
I think I'm gonna stick with George because he's been drinking.
Okay, I'm gonna grab George before he goes too far, and just stop him for a second and say, "Hey, George, do you have a set amount you want me to cut you off at so you don't spend all your money before you get too drunk?"
Cut off. Oh, come on. That's not in the spirit of the game now.
George, can I hold on to your money for you so you don't spend it all?
Fine. But I'm going to need it. So,
I'll give you some
whenever...
of it. I'm not gonna let you spend it all.
All right. Here's the pouch.
Liam being the only sensible person in the party.
If there are any holes in it, let me know. I can mend it.
He's handing all his money to the rogue, who admittedly will not be stealing it, but I think it's funny.
Pink is not going to get drunk, and also Pink is not going to spend all of his money, probably.
Yeah.
We shall see.
We shall see, indeed.
So, as far as the social games go, there are Ragnar's Run and Aelif's Gambit, where people will have to check against you.
Let's go to the rebalanced Ragnar's table.
Yeah, I gotta go to Ragnar too.
Ragnar,
And we'll be competing
alright.
against each other.
Okay then. So, welcome back to Ragnar's Run. Now, at the table there are 5 players, and let's see. Okay, so the dealing out is the same as before. Each person gets 5 cards. In the deck distributed to everyone, there are 2 Ragnars. If you get 2 Ragnars, you're out of the round. The rest of them, everyone else moves on. And an additional change I made to the game is that if you get a matching pair of non-Ragnars, those will leave your deck, and you get a smaller, and you narrow down the size of your deck. Or your hand, rather. If you run out of cards, you do survive the round.
Okay.
That hopefully makes Ragnar's run much faster, too.
I was about to say, that seems like a good change.
Mechanics-wise, you each, if you're playing at the same table, be rolling 1d6. Let's see. Yes, okay. Each round, each round you get to make an insight or deception check against whoever you're drawing from. If you're successful at that, when you roll, or if you're doing deception, someone against you rolls 1d6 with disadvantage, or if you get a good insight check, you roll your d6 with advantage. If you get a 1, that means you pull a Ragnar from someone who has a Ragnar. And if you get a 6, that means you get a pair that removes from your deck.
How big are the decks?
Or hand. Each person gets dealt 5 cards, and there are 25 cards total at the table.
Okay.
And the dealer, of course, keeps track of the Ragnars so that someone doesn't just get automatically dealt a Ragnar.
Uh-huh.
So, I will grab my d6s, of which I have only 2, and start the game.
And you said we can roll deception or insight against.
Deception or insight.
For every round?
Per every round. So for every d6, you roll.
Right, okay.
Effectively. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute some Ragnars.
Can Liam be on the lookout for cheating?
He can be. Go ahead and roll me a perception check that may or may not come into play later.
Do we need to pay in our...
Yes, the pay-in is 10 gold pieces minimum.
I thought it was 1.
No, it's 10.
Damn, okay, never mind.
21.
21. Noted.
Not catching anybody cheating.
I'll pay my 10 gold pieces.
I've paid my 10.
So now we have a pot of 50 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Ooh. And winner takes all.
Winner takes all. Oh, actually, one thing I should also explain here is that for the multiplayer games, there's going to be a start number of players. You're allowed to fold after each round of elimination. If you fold, you take out an even share of what's left. And the rest of that stays in the pot for anyone who remains playing.
Okay.
So effectively, if you were, if George and Pink make it to the final 2, they can just say, hey, we both fold and take the even split.
I was about to say,
Damn,
we can get
yeah.
infinite money glitch.
Or if George wants to, smack Pink into the dirt, George can, of course, try and
Go for it.
win against Pink and take the money all for himself.
We could just make a pact to always split when it's just us two.
I'm down to do that. If it gets to us 2, we just take the 25.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out.
It might not be a good idea to do that a lot because the casino might catch on to it.
But okay, what's the 4 is... So it's like 12.5 gold if you survive the first round.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost 17 if you survive the next. And then it gets up to 25.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Let us start. George and Pink, if you would like to insight check or deceive.
I would like to roll for deception.
Deception for George, okay.
I'll roll insight.
All right.
Weirdly enough, both of those modifiers are the same regardless for me.
Deception.
All right. I
And
rolled
for
a
the sake
19.
of simplicity, DC 10. 19 definitely makes it.
Let me roll my investigation. No, I almost rolled it with that die. Okay, that's a 16.
16. All right, you both succeed your checks. I will mark down also whether you're deceiving or inciting.
All right. And just to
So
see what I
Pink
would have
incited,
rolled,
George
I would have rolled a 3 on the die that I decided
Oh,
against.
do I get like +2 to my deception rolls because drunk?
Ooh, that's true.
I thought it was for checks against you.
Checks against you, yeah. But that should also apply here. How would I implement that? Yeah. So any chances to deceive you, get a -2. Any chances to insight you, get a -2. So yeah, we're gonna roll
All right.
the other players. All right, that is 1 successful deception. Good to know. All right, go ahead and roll your d6. Pink, because you were rolling for insight, you get to roll 2d6 and take the higher.
Oh, okay.
George,
Also, I would like
you
to say I
just
forgot that
rolled.
it was insight. I actually have a +2 to insight, not a +0 for investigation, so that would actually be an 18. But that doesn't matter since
nice.
I passed. But
All right. And Pink, looking at your hand, you do have Ragnar. George, you do not.
I rolled a 3.
Roll a 3. All right.
oh right, 2d6 and take the which one?
The higher
the higher
one.
one?
The higher.
That's gonna be a 5 from me.
Five. All right. Player 3. Oh wait, no, that's with disadvantage. Never mind. Cool. All right. Cool. And then from you did deception, they did deception. All right. So no cards eliminated, no people eliminated quite yet. Go ahead and go for another round of deception or insight.
I'm gonna do do I want to do a deception though? I have a -2 to that. We're gonna deceive someone.
All
I can
right.
feel it in my bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay aggressive and go with deception again.
Deception. Okay.
I should not have rolled deception.
All right, that is a 19 for me.
That's gonna be a 6 for me.
19. All right. 6. All right. Good to know. All right, start rolling your d6s. Cool.
Ooh, okay, that's a 4.
That's a 3.
4 and 3. All right.
I like that you went for deception even though you have a Ragnar.
You know what? True.
All right. Doesn't look like there's any eliminations yet. Go ahead and go for another round.
All right, I'm going to continue rolling for deception.
I'm gonna insight. That's gonna be a
Actually,
17.
did I add that?
Whew. Okay, that is a 12.
A 12. Okay. Cool.
I rolled a 17 for insight.
7. And you're both doing insight or deception for George?
I'm doing deception.
All right. You both succeed. And that deception knocks that guy's insight out.
Let's go.
All right. Surprisingly, no one's rolled a 1 yet. Here we go. Oh, snap.
Oh.
Okay, I rolled a 3 on the d6.
3 on a d6. All right. And Pink, what was your roll?
Ooh. Did I say it already? Or I don't
For the
remember if I.
d6s.
Yeah, I don't think I rolled it yet. That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Oh.
All right. So you eliminate a card from your hand.
Wait, so he's now down to three cards in his hand then.
You're at 4 cards.
Don't
Because
you
you just
only
drew
eliminate...
1. And so you had 6 when you drew, and then
Oh, okay,
now
okay.
those 2
Yeah,
cards
yeah,
match. Now you're down to 4.
Cool, cool. 24 cards in play, or did someone else eliminate a card?
Hank's the only one to eliminate a card right now, but as player 2 draws from Pank, they draw a Ragnar.
Oh.
And they are knocked out of the game.
Oh, we made it through round 1!
Yeah, let's go. First time.
Let's go!
All right.
We survived
Next
one
round.
round of Ragnar.
That's big.
All right. Next distribution of Ragnars. Here we go. George, you end up getting a Ragnar. And everyone is back up to 5 cards. There are 20 cards in play right now. 2 Ragnars out in the field. Go ahead and do your either insight or deception checks.
I would like to make an insight check.
Insight check. All right.
That is a 16.
16. All right, that is successful.
I would also like to make an insight check. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Nat 1. All right. Well, let's just say someone else got a nat 20. If Morgan is keeping track of that, I don't know.
That's a nat 20.
Someone got a nat 20 for their... that would have been a deception check.
One of the other players.
This is just random gambler number 1.
Let's
I
go,
just
random
thought
gambler number 1.
DM. And who was it they got the nat 1?
That was me.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and... So, George, you make your D6 rolls with advantage here. And Pink, you're straight rolling.
Damn it. I rolled 2 4s.
2 4s. All right, you're fine.
I needed that
That's
earlier.
It's a 6 again.
6 again.
So he's down to 4
Yeah, you're down to 4 cards. You make a match.
again. Damn.
Whew.
All right.
All right, next round of deceptions and insights.
I would like to insight again.
I would also like to insight again.
All right, 2 insights. Go ahead and roll your
Okay.
checks.
That's a 12.
12. All right, that
That's a
passes.
9.
Does not pass.
Damn.
All right. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Wait. I just thought of something.
What?
If we survive this round and one of us folds, the other person can fold and immediately get 20 or immediately get like the remaining pot. Or half the remaining pot.
Yeah. So just instant payout.
But we can't say that at the table. So
Oh god. No.
All right. So what were your rolls?
3.
Oh
3?
shit. Oh, off the table. 5.
5? All right. So, George, player 1 draws from you and steals your Ragnar.
Whew.
Or random gambler number 1. Steals your
I
Ragnar.
love random gambler number 1. By chance, is there a square on his dwarvish sleeve?
This is actually an elf. So
that's
it
a
seems
no.
the dwarvish man is elsewhere.
All right. So next round.
Yes, indeed. Insights,
Right.
deceptions.
I'm gonna roll deception this time.
I'm also gonna roll deception this time.
Ooh.
That is
Oh,
a 15.
yes. 15. Oh, hey.
Hey, let's go.
All right. Go ahead and roll your d6s.
5.
5,
4.
4. And then there were 3.
Ooh.
Random Gambler 1 is still in here.
Random Gambler 2 went out.
Random Gambler 2 went out.
He should have gotten a D20, or they should have. Should have rolled nat 20. I don't know. Random
Should've.
Gambler 2 just got.
Just a skill issue.
Yeah, skill issue.
And then there were 3. All right. You both get 1 Ragnar each.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm gonna roll investigation.
I'm also gonna roll insight.
All right.
Nat 20.
That's gonna be a 17.
17.
All right,
All right,
we're both
succeeds
got
as well.
advantage. All right, random gambler number 1.
You're out of here.
Come on.
That's gonna be a 5 for me.
Also a 5
5
for me.
All right.
We are crushing this guy.
Random Gambler 1 takes a card and is down to 4.
Oh.
Ooh.
4 in his hand.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna insight again.
Insight.
Yeah.
Remember that deception would give Random Gambler 1 a disadvantage on their roll.
But it also leaves us open to a 1 in
It
6
does.
chance of instantly losing.
Indeed, it does.
I rolled
I'm
a
gonna roll
dirty
deception.
20.
I'm gonna roll deception.
Deception?
You got
All
this,
right.
Pank.
Yeah, with my -2 deception.
Yeah.
I do got it because it's a nat 20.
Yo!
I
All right.
got a dirty 20 in insight.
You guys are like splitting it in the end anyway. Shouldn't the guy who has like gives other people disadvantage be the one making other people get disadvantage while the other guy plays it safe?
True. Louis roll
Liam whispers into your ears.
I rolled a 5 for my d6.
I rolled
5,
a
alright.
2 for my d6.
2. Ooh, getting risky.
Usually close.
Ooh.
All right. If Pink, if you hadn't succeeded that deception check, I think Random Gambler 1 was about to lose another card.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
Insights and deceptions. Let's go.
What happens if we both succeed on deception?
Yeah.
One of you would roll at disadvantage, and it would be determined by which one rolls the lower deception. So the one with the lower deception gets disadvantage, but also Random Gambler 1 gets disadvantage.
So I'll keep going on insight. Wait, no, I'll go deception.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a charisma based thing.
I'll go deception. All right.
I'll do insight.
Oh fuck, that's a 7.
7. All right.
That's an 11.
11. All right. You do succeed, Pank, on your. You said deception or insight?
Yeah, and insight.
Insight. Got it.
All right.
I'm
let's
sorry,
roll
just to
my
make sure that
D6.
means I get advantage. My d6.
That gives you advantage.
Yeah.
George, Random Gambler 1 did get a
Ooh.
good deception check, so you're going to be rolling at disadvantage here.
I am so glad to
Oh.
afford this advantage.
Oh,
I rolled
no.
a 1 and then a 2.
Okay, I'm rolling at. Okay. Okay. Okay, I rolled a 3.
Ooh.
3. All right.
All
You're both
right.
safe.
I did not like that.
That was terrifying.
That was terrifying. I might go back to inciting.
Honestly, that might just be the safe strat.
That might be the safe play, so that neither of us get disadvantaged or something.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Okay, I'm gonna roll insight.
I can roll insight.
I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 9.
9. All right. George gets advantage. Hank does not.
That's a
and
4
no one else
on
gets
my
disadvantage.
d6.
Dang it.
Cool.
Okay, I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Pank, what did you roll?
4.
Hank,
No.
your Ragnar's stolen.
Oh!
Ooh! I'll keep going on insight. You do deception.
Sure. This is good. This is good.
It's good. It's good. All right. So insight.
Ooh, okay. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 on insight.
So that means I get
Insight?
disadvantage?
No, you don't
No.
get anything.
Oh, okay.
You're just
okay.
straight roll.
Okay, awesome. Do not be a 1, please.
I rolled a 6.
That's a 3.
Ooh, okay. George, you lose a card. And we're on to the next round.
Ooh. Okay.
Deception.
You know what? I'm gonna go. Ooh. If you're.
Oh. Do you want to do deception? Hello?
That's an 11.
Oh, wait, hold on. Which one did you do? Hello?
Insider deception.
I'll just do an insight.
All right.
Can you guys hear me?
There
We
yeah.
can now.
Okay. Yeah, I did deception and I rolled an 11.
I
Just
rolled
enough.
a 13.
13. All right, and you're doing insight, Pink.
Insight, yep.
All right. All right. Random
Okay.
gambler number
Safe
1
play.
has disadvantage, and Pink, you have advantage.
Well, I don't need that advantage because I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 4.
Uh-oh, I don't like this.
Hank, you lose a card.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna show the two rolls that Random Gambler 1 just made with disadvantage.
Hey, we made it! Woo!
Wait, yeah, that was right side
Yep. With disadvantage.
With that
Final
disadvantage.
2. Let's go.
Yeah, we did it! Oh my god.
Woo!
Random Gambler 1 is out. You've got a pot of 50 gold. Do you want to eliminate each other, or do you just want to split it?
Well, we made the pact,
We
so
did.
let's split it.
All right, 25 gold to the both of you. Congratulations.
Woo!
Yeah.
You beat Ragnar's run.
Feels good, man.
It feels like we just went over a final boss that we couldn't defeat earlier.
I know. Yeah. Like we tried to, but like the game just got released and it was too hard. Then they released a patch update for the boss,
Yeah.
and then we beat it.
Liam, is there any gambling you want to do before you have to head out?
No, Liam's just gonna be standing there menacingly. Keep an eye out for cheaters.
Keeping an eye out, and I will hang on to your 21 perception until if it arises.
Yeah.
But eventually you'll end up heading back to Old Sins with the rest of the party.
Yep.
All right. Pink and George, any other games you want to play?
I think I'm good for today.
Good for today?
I was gonna say I think I'm gonna stop because I won an amount, and I don't want to lose it this time.
It is also 3 p.m. real world time.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
It's a nice wrapping up spot.
Yeah.
If I can do math in my head, that means net positive for the both of you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like 23 and a bit gold for me.
I paid 11 gold total, lost 1 gold at the random chance one, and put in 10 here, but I got back 25 in total. So
Oh, yeah, I was wrong. I made like 13 then.
I made 14,
Right?
I think.
Yeah. I made 13. You made 14. Because
But
I paid
always
for a
try
drink.
to look at the roulette, though.
The roulette's looking a little bit, you know.
It's only 1d20 for the roulette, but the maximum multiplier only goes up to 4. Actually, no, it can go up to 4.5 multiplier.
Oh.
Okay, now hear me out.
Hear me out.
I made 14.
And it's any size bet.
You know, I made 14. So if I bet 14, you know, I just come out net neutral, you know? I wouldn't have
Indeed.
lost anything.
Well, you've also made up for what you lost last time, I think, maybe.
Oh no, I lost like 3 platinum last time.
Oh. Fair enough.
I think
But
I
you
won
could
back some of
come
that
out net
platinum.
one.
Yeah, I think you have some of my
Yeah, I think I have some of the platinum. Do you want that back?
No, you earned it.
Right, earned.
Earned. Yeah, you earned it.
Yeah.
So are you interested in rouletting then?
I'll roulette once.
Roulette once, all right. George,
14 gold.
I'll sit this one out.
sit that one out. All right.
Remove 14 gold.
So as you walk up to the roulette wheel, you do see a dwarvish individual with reddish, simple commoner's clothes, losing about 30 gold pieces.
Does he happen to have a... Oh, wait, I didn't put it there. I wouldn't know about it. Never
Does
mind.
he happen to have a square on his sleeve?
In fact, he does.
Woo!
Yeah!
He's now 30 in
It's
the
that
hole.
guy. Oh no.
Yeah, no, I can't ask that. I wouldn't know about it.
Forget this. I'm going back to Ragnar. Or not Ragnar. He went to Sterling Sweep.
Ooh, how interesting.
Interesting. Good to know.
Good to know.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right.
roulette.
So here's how the roulette works, Paul, or Pink. You can call evens versus odds,
Mm-hmm.
and if you succeed, that's a times 1.25.
Okay.
You can also do the same for high versus low. If you succeed, that's a times 1.25. If you call high evens, that's a times 1.5, or low odds, or high odds, or low evens. Any of those combinations can get you to 1.5. If you call the exact number, that's times 4.5.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe I'll have to try my hand at this.
I think I'm gonna call low odds.
Low odds, all right, for a 1.5 modifier.
Yeah.
How much are you
Can
betting?
I try as well?
I put the 14 on.
14, all right. What are you betting, George?
I'll bet 2 gold pieces.
2, all right.
And I will bet... I will bet that it is...
You said high odds, Pink, by the way?
Low odds.
Low odds.
I will bet that it's 7.
7.
Ooh,
Ooh, all right.
exact.
Now, we've got 2 options on how you want to run this. I could either have me roll the d20, and whatever that ends up being applies to the both of you, or you could even individually roll your own d20s.
I think DM should
Gonna
roll.
roll my own. Oh, okay.
TM should roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
unless you want to do it individually.
I was gonna roll my own, but I can let the. Well, let's let the DM do it.
All right.
All right. The roll is 18.
Of course,
Oh.
it's literally the opposite of what I said. It's high evens.
Yep.
Well-
Unfortunately, you both lose your bets.
Okay, well I come
I
out
will
here
bet
neutral,
1 more
so-
gold.
1 more gold. All right.
I'll bet 1 copper.
1 copper.
You're gonna make like 4 copper.
Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna bet on nat 20.
I will bet
right.
that it's gonna be 13.
All right. Opposing bets. Let's see who gets it. I'll let you choose. Red, blue, or cheese.
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 Cheese, please.
Cheese.
13.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm coming out of here one copper
So
in the
you
hole.
got 4.5 gold total.
Let's go.
So 4 gold, 5 silver to you, George.
Hey, I came out here positive.
Hey.
Came out one copper negative.
I came out of roulette positive.
I know, that's shocking. On an exact
All right.
bet, too.
Well, with that, we will bring the casino to a close since people have to get to places.
Casino part 2.
We'll go
Boogaloo.
back.
Electric boogaloo.
So it's 5 copper pieces to get back home.
Oh, now I'm even more copper in the hole.
And you all make your way back over to most likely Oldson's, where you get to turn it in for the day. As you enter, as he always does, his name is Tom, the man who runs this. Welcome back, folks. How have you been doing today?
Been a pretty chill day.
Yeah, pretty good.
Liam just does not say where he goes straight up to his room.
Bye-bye. You folks are adventurers, right?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, perhaps tomorrow it should be up and available. You can see my wife over there putting up a new board for people to put up and post their any troubles they need help with. That should be ready for your viewing tomorrow. And should you so choose, you can find certain things to help out with there, since an adventurer is usually, more capable than the average commoner. But that should be ready to go tomorrow, as we still need to inform patrons about that and have them write down their various needs and wants. And if I recall, it is 5 copper pieces for the night here.
It's what?
5 copper pieces for the night.
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna be on a copper soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
With that, I'll pay and then I'll head up to my room because I am a wee bit
Drunk.
drunk.
Right, I forgot. I actually am low on copper. Can I just give him a silver and have him break it?
You can give him a silver and he'll break it change, yeah.
I'll remove silver and add 5 copper pieces.
It'll bring the date
Yo.
all the way to the end of the day.
We're gonna be on the 11th. On the 11th. On the
Yeah.
11th
Oh,
month.
man.
Wow.
Whoa. It is
Wow.
11/11 today.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
Armistice
Sweet.
/ Veterans Day.
Couldn't have planned this any better.
All right. Well then, with that, is there any business you would like to attend to before we call it a close?
I don't think so.
I think I'm all good.
All right.
And
You
we're
have
gonna
an
long rest.
Uneventful night. Yes, long rest.
Perfect. I get my sendings back. Oh, I mean my 3rd level spell slots. I feel like my 3rd level spell slots have just quickly become sending slots.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
very
Well, with
useful.
that, we will call it a close.
All right.